Hello, welcome to the second semifinal game of WizKids. WizKids is a quick recall academic competition for 4th and 5th grade students from area schools. My name is Dave Duda and I will be your moderator. Even though the teams are familiar with the rules, I would like to state that although WizKids is similar to Governor's Cup, it is a Hardin County Schools competition. Today's contestants are from Morningside and St. James Elementaries. Now let's meet the team members and coach from Morningside.
Lincoln Schurz is a 5th grader at MES. Lincoln spends a great deal of time reading. He also enjoys playing sports. Jonathan Fitz is a 5th grader at MES. He enjoys playing baseball. He wants to be an engineer when he grows up. Eleanor Trout is a 5th grader at MES. She enjoys playing soccer and tennis. She also is a huge animal lover. Kevin C. is a 5th grader at MES. He plays soccer and tennis. Kevin also enjoys playing guitar and piano. Mr. Henson is in his 4th year of coaching. He enjoys being outside and sitting on the beach.
We will now meet the team and coach from St. James.
Kate Jarbo is a 4th grade student and daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Brent and Lori Jarbo. Kate's hobbies and activities include playing guitar, gymnastics, volleyball, Super Saturdays at WKU, choir, reading, and Spanish club. Kate would like to be a veterinarian. Jack Stevenson is a 5th grade student and the son of Scott and Ann Stevenson. Jack's activities include Cub Scouts and being a member of the Dolphin swim team. Jack would like to be an engineer. Jacob Norton is a 5th grade student and the son of Mr. and Mrs. Norton. Jacob's hobbies and activities include swimming, playing the piano, and archery. Jacob would like to be a neurosurgeon. Brock Ranlett is a 5th grade student and the son of Mike and Kay Ranlett. Brock's hobbies and activities include soccer, robotics, basketball, and reading. He would like to be a historian. Kathy Book is a 5th grade teacher at St. James. She is a graduate of Indiana University and received her master's degree from WKU. She enjoys spending time with her family, shopping, reading, and traveling. This is her 15th year as coach and sponsor of the WizKids.
Coaches, you may return to your seats at this time. Teams, are you ready? Contestants, remember you may interrupt the reading of a toss-up question by buzzing in. However, if your answer is incorrect, the question will be reread in its entirety for the opposing team. Teams may confer on bonus questions, but the team captain must give the response. Remember, the bounce back bonus will be in effect. All questions are worth 1 point, and each half is 10 minutes long. The first question is a toss-up for either team. As a result of the high temperatures and pressures deep within the Earth's crust, minerals in solid rock can recrystallize and form new minerals. Name this process.
Morningside Fitz.
Erosion.
Incorrect. Time, metamorphism. 2, toss-up. Divide negative 528 by negative 44.
Morningside Shirts.
Negative 572.
Incorrect. Time, 12. 3, toss-up. How many silent letters are in Psalm?
Morningside Fitz.
2.
Correct. 4, bonus. This singer replaced Christina Aguilera as a coach on The Voice, but was replaced by Miley Cyrus for a season before returning in 2017. Previously married to Gavin Rossdale, she began dating Blake Shelton in 2015. Name the lead singer of No Doubt who, as an artist, has recorded The Sweet Escape and Baby Don't Lie.
Stefani.
Correct. 5, toss-up. To paralyze Britain in World War I, Germany used two main weapons, including Zeppelins that were fairly ineffective, and what other vessels that were devastatingly effective?
St. James Stevenson.
Airplanes.
Incorrect.
Morningside Fitz.
Cannons.
Incorrect. Submarines. 6, toss-up. This poet describes two possible endings for the world in Fire and Ice. He paints a rural winter scene in Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Identify the poet perhaps most remembered for The Road Not Taken.
Morningside Shirts.
Hesitation? Time, Robert Frost. 7, toss-up. Add these quantities. -4, -8, +2, +6, +10.
Morningside Fitz.
6.
Correct. 8, bonus. In what story does a deceased miller leave his son with only a cat who promises the boy great riches in return for a bag and a pair of boots?
No answer.
Captain?
Puss in Boots.
Correct. 9, toss-up. Statistically speaking, you would have the greatest chance of experiencing what kind of violent meteorological event if you lived in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, or Nebraska?
Morningside C.
Tornadoes.
Correct. 10, bonus. The main parts of a constitution are called what?
Abdomens.
Incorrect, Captain?
No answer.
Articles. 11, toss-up. What structures on birds are homologous to the hooves of horses and deer?
St. James Randlet.
Wings.
Incorrect.
Morningside C.
Feathers.
Incorrect. Claws. 12, toss-up. By what factor should you multiply if you want to transform miles into feet?
Morningside Fitz.
Division.
Incorrect. Time, 5,280. 13, toss-up. Toto and Dorothy are whisked away from their drab Kansas home by a cyclone in what novel?
St. James Stevenson.
Wizard of Oz.
Correct. 14, bonus. What president was known as Old Rough and Ready and as Old Zack? Time, Captain?
Ronald Reagan.
Incorrect. Zachary Taylor. 15, toss-up. This type of composition, almost exclusively for instruments, consists of 3 to 4 movements, with the first in sonata form. Classical era composer Franz Joseph Haydn is known as...
St. James Norton.
Symphonies.
Correct. 16, bonus. What is the general subject of the amendment beginning with these words? All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof.
Citizens.
Correct. 17, toss-up. This type of stage is the one most likely to use a curtain to separate the actors from the audience. Popular from the 18th through the 20th century, it raises the stage above the audience, who faces it only on one side. Give the word for this type of picture frame stage.
Morningside shirts.
A photo stage.
Incorrect.
St. James Jarbo.
Frame stage.
Incorrect. Proscenium stage. 18, toss-up. What place name completes this limerick? There once were 3 men named George, Little Bush, and his father before, but none could compare, for it would be rare to top the general of Valley blank.
Morningside shirts.
Forge. Oh, forge.
Correct. 19, bonus. The gemstone aquamarine is what color?
Aqua.
Judge? Answer is aqua. She said no. Okay, incorrect. Captain?
Teal.
Incorrect. Blue or blue-green. 20, toss-up. Reduce 49/63. Time, 7/9. 21, toss-up. To the east of what islands lies the only living coral reef in the continental United States?
Morningside shirts.
Hawaii.
Incorrect. Time, Florida Keys. 22, toss-up. Who wrote this? Then the Who's, young and old, would sit down.
Morningside trout.
Dr. Seuss.
Correct. 23, bonus. What is the 3-syllable name for someone whose net worth exceed the combined assets of 1,000 millionaires?
Billionaires.
Correct. 24, toss-up. This Wyoming-born artist studied under Thomas Hart Benton. Among his most famous works are Blue Poles, Full Fathom 5, and Lavender Mist. Whose action painting technique? At the end of the half, the score is Morningside 7, St. James 4. Welcome back to the second half of Whiz Kids between Morningside and St. James Elementaries. During the half, the following substitutions were made. Joining the team from Morningside are Caleb Irwin and Luke Medley. And from St. James Elementary is Ollie Richardson. Teams, let's begin the second half of today's competition with a toss-up question. What is it when you act without a script and make it up as you go along?
Morningside Fitz.
Imaginary.
Incorrect.
St. James Norton.
Procrastinating.
Incorrect. Improvisation. 2, toss-up. The measure of an angle is 90 degrees. If it is divided into 4 equal parts, what is the measure of each?
Morningside trout.
22.
Incorrect.
St. James Ramblett.
23.5.
Incorrect. 22.5 degrees. 3, toss-up. Many forms require you to supply your DOB, which stands for what?
St. James Richardson.
Date of birth.
Correct. 4, bonus. Audiograms measure a person's ability to do what?
Sing.
Incorrect. Captain?
Talk.
Incorrect. Hear. 5, toss-up. This is an example of what form of wordplay? A skunk sat on a stump and thunked the stump.
Morningside medley.
Ron.
Incorrect. I'll reread the question. This is an example of what form of wordplay? A skunk sat on a stump and thunked the stump stunk, but the stump thunked the skunk stunk.
Buzzer's not working.
Due to a technical error, number 5 was tossed out. So number 6 will be a toss-up question for both teams. What is the subject of this sentence? Get me some fresh vegetables for tonight's stew.
St. James Richardson.
You.
Correct. 7, bonus. These are names for what kind of landforms in the U.S.? Atchafalaya, Barley Barber, Great Cypress, Great Dismal, Okefenokee.
Mountains.
Incorrect, Captain.
Trees.
Incorrect, swamps. 8, toss-up. The most common sports injuries are those involving ligaments. These are usually what kind of injuries?
Morningside medley.
Concussion.
Incorrect.
St. James Richardson.
Knee injuries.
Incorrect, sprains. 9, toss-up. What is the message, idea, or feeling expressed by an artwork?
St. James Norton.
Mood.
Incorrect.
Morningside medley.
Focal point.
Incorrect, content. 10, toss-up. Multiply the quantity 9 plus 3 by 5 and divide the product by the quantity 12 minus 8.
Morningside Fitz.
15.
Correct. 11, bonus. A pile of books weighs 34.2 pounds. It happens that each book weighs 0.6 pound. How many books are in the pile?
$124.
Incorrect, Captain?
57 books.
Correct. 12, toss-up. What word should be eliminated in this line? Some people, they don't have the willpower to pass up.
St. James Richardson.
They.
Correct. 13, bonus. In what document does the U.S. President make recommendations to Congress about all government funding for the next fiscal year? Time, Captain?
Campaign.
Incorrect. Budget. 14, toss-up. What word in music means the end?
St. James Stevenson.
Cut.
Incorrect.
Morningside Trout.
End.
Incorrect. Fine. 15, toss-up. What mountain range forms the eastern border of the Colorado River watershed?
Morningside Fitz.
The Rocky Mountains.
Correct. 16, bonus. Name the world's largest desert.
Sahara.
Correct. 17, toss-up. These adjectives can be used to describe what physical property of a surface? Pitted, pliable, polished, potholed, prickly, ragged.
Morningside Trout.
Adverb.
Incorrect. I'll reread the question. These adjectives can be used to describe what physical property of a...
St. James Stevenson.
Texture.
Correct. 18, bonus. How is for used in this sentence? The water must be hot, for I saw Fred light the water heater hours ago.
Article.
Incorrect, Captain.
Needed.
Incorrect. Conjunction. 19, toss-up. Divide by 5 the product of 103/4. Multiply that quotient by 100. Divide that product by 3. And finally, multiply that quotient by 1/2.
Morningside Fitz.
2.
Incorrect. Time, 250. 20, toss-up. In music, what does the term largo mean?
Morningside Fitz.
Slow.
Correct. 21, bonus. These gastropods' shells are small calcareous plates under the mantle. Name these creatures related to snails.
Slug.
Correct. 22, toss-up. According to the proverb, how many words is a single picture worth?
St. James Stevenson.
1,000.
Correct. 23, bonus. What art movement was based on American consumerism and used images from popular culture? Time, Captain?
Pop art.
Correct. 24, toss-up. What was the title of the foreign leader who claimed all land north of the 51st parallel on the Pacific coast in 1821?
Morningside Fitz.
King Ferdinand.
Incorrect. Time, Czar. 25, toss-up. Loma, Montana is the location of the most extreme recorded temperature change in a 24-hour period in the U.S. In 1972, the temperature changed how many degrees when it rose from minus 54 degrees Fahrenheit to 49 degrees Fahrenheit?
Morningside Fitz.
-5 degrees.
Incorrect.
St. James Randlet.
103 degrees.
Correct. 26, bonus. The citizens of what ancient nation typically wore togas?
Romans.
Correct. 27, toss-up. This music term refers to the gradual increase in speed.
Morningside Fitz.
Rhythm.
Incorrect. I'll reread the question. This music,
St. James Randlet.
Acceleration.
incorrect. ACCELERANDO. 28, toss-up. This is an excerpt from what famous story? It is more fun to talk with someone who doesn't use long, difficult words, but rather short, easy words like, what about lunch?
Morningside Fitz.
Pet peeve.
Incorrect. Okay, the final score is Morningside 13, St. James 12. Congratulations to the winning team and to both teams for an excellent competition. Join us for our next Whiz Kids competition.